Hello, I am Vedant Jain. I am a legal intern with Lexis & Company. In this video, we will discuss the latest case of Rapid Metro Rail Gurgaon Limited versus Haryana Mass Road Transport Corporation Limited and others, in which the Supreme Court held that the presence of an arbitration clause does not oust the jurisdiction under Article 226. It is a really important judgment in the arbitration matters. So, in the matter title, in the instant case, the Honorable Supreme Court bench, comprising of Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, and Justice M.R. Shah, delved into the controversy as to whether public law remedy under Article 226 of Constitution can be availed in arbitral matters. So, the brief fact of the matters was, in the instant case, uh, the two concession agreements awarded by Haryana Shahari Vikas Pradhikaran to Rapid Metro Rail Gurgaon Limited and Rapid Metro Rail Gurgaon South Limited for the purpose of development of metro rail links. Subsequently, both these companies sought to terminate their concession agreements given material breaches by the HSVP, and accordingly they issued notices under which the concession agreement would stand terminated on the expiry of 90 days from the date of delivery of the termination notice. In the aftermath of the termination notices, RMGL and RMGSL, that is the two companies, claimed that they had ensured compliance with the disinvestment requirement under the concession agreements. However, the company which gave the Vikas Parisar, which gave them the contract, had failed to comply with such disinvestment requirement. Moreover, HSVP sent out their own termination notices to those two companies for breach of concession agreement, directing them to hand over the project to Haryana Mass Road Transport Corporation Limited. Notably, both these companies formed part of red entities within the IL and FS group, which were required to secure approval before transferring or encumbering any assets, and such approval was granted to them in relation to the handover of project under the concession agreement on September 6, 2018. However, on the same date, the two writ petition under Section 226 of the Constitution of India were instituted before the High Court of Punjab and Haryana by the HSVP and HMRTC, that is the Vikas Parisar, and the company which was awarded the project subsequently after those two companies rejected the construction project, against the notice of termination dated June 7, 2019, sent by the two companies. The petition prayed for an interim direction for the continuance of operation of project by RMGL. In the view of the sustained negotiation between the parties and with the objective of shielding the immediate interest of the public sector lenders, the High Court, with order dated September 20, 2019, took note of the consensus having been reached between senior officers of both the parties. Thereby, the High Court made directions for RMGL and RMGSL, that is those two companies, to continue operations of the metro lines for 30 days, within which the period of amount of debt dues by qua the concession agreement are certain under the aegis of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Within 30 days of such determination, 80% of the debt due would be transferred to the escrow amount as per the terms of the concession agreement. Thereafter, any residual disputes amongst the parties arising out of the audit report were to be resolved through arbitration. However, in the context of repeated adjournments and disputes regarding the audit conducted, RMGL and RMGSL, that is those two companies, filed a special leave petition challenging the aforementioned orders of the High Court, which was entered in by the Honorable Supreme Court. So, the decision of the Honorable Supreme Court was, the Supreme Court ventured into the ambit of the writ jurisdiction of the High Court under Article 226 of the Indian Constitution, particularly when the dispute is arbitrable. On this issue, reference was made to the apex court's holding in Sanjana Vig versus Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, which pronounced that the writ petition would be entertained where it encompasses a public law character. It was remarked that while the instant matter, that is the present case, entailed an interplay between the element of public interest on the one hand and the contractual right of the parties to the concession agreement on the other, The issue at the heart of the writ petition was the imminent threat that the rapid metro lines would cease to operate upon the expiry of 90-day notice period preceding the termination. Thereby, the Supreme Court held that the High Court was manifestly dealing with the fundamental issue of public interest, and the exercise of its writ jurisdiction under Article 226 was warranted, as non-interference would have led to the disruption of metro lines and the related unfortunate consequences for the general public. Notwithstanding the same, the Supreme Court was of the view that the High Court ought to refuse to entertain disputes which are arbitrable in ordinary circumstances, particularly since the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 is equipped with the remedy of granting interim direction under Section 9 and Section 17 before the court and the arbitral tribunal respectively. On the merits, the Supreme Court also engaged in a detailed analysis of the terms of the concession agreement and the escrow agreement, which were in dispute in the present case, with specific emphasis on what constitute the term debt due, deposit of debt due, deposit of 80% of debt due, the consent order, and the subsequent modification. So, if we analyze the present judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, we find that this judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court contains two important affirmations regarding considerations of public interest in commercial dispute. Firstly, the ruling delves into the scope of the writ jurisdiction of the High Court under Article 226 of the Constitution of India in case a tussle between public interest as juxtaposed against private contractual rights. The Supreme Court propounds that the High Court under Article 226 must ordinarily refrain from entertaining a dispute which is arbitrable in nature, considering that the Arbitration and Conciliation Act has been well equipped with a comprehensive framework for granting relief and remedies, including interim order by the court endowed with the jurisdiction and the arbitral tribunal. Secondly, while taking the issue whether HSVP and HMRTC, that is the Vikash Parisar and the company which was subsequently granted the project, ought to be allowed to resile from the terms of the consent order and the concession agreement, including the requirement of depositing 80% of the debt due in the escrow account, it was notably held that vital public interest necessitates that the sanctity of financing arrangements with financial institutions as regard infrastructure is maintained, as the deterioration in loan recovery would not only hurt profitability, but it would inevitably adversely impact the bank's lending capabilities and thereby the economy. For the reasons as mentioned or as discussed in the video, this judgment would serve as a crucial guiding factor for future commercial disputes and construed as silver lining to the lenders. Thank you.